Hello everyone, I'm Chef Jeff from Smith's, and today I'm making a kind of fun recipe. So I'm making a Dr. Pepper marinated steak sandwich. So I love steak sandwiches of any kind, and to get creative with it just makes it even better. So we're gonna use some Dr. Pepper, which I love. You could use root beer, you could use cola, pretty much any soda would work here. I don't know if I'd go diet, but I mean, why not? But I'm going just straight up Dr. Pepper. And so what we're gonna do first is make our marinade. And so this is just a bottle of Dr. Pepper I'm gonna put, and I like to make my marinade just right in a bag so I don't have to dirty a bowl. So I'm just gonna pour that right in there. And then after I do that, we'll throw in a couple more ingredients and hopefully I can not spill everywhere. Okay, so next is going to go, this is soy sauce for a little bit of saltiness. And you'll notice I don't put any salt in this recipe. That soy sauce kind of covers that. This is Worcestershire sauce. And then next is gonna go garlic, because I like garlic in everything. And it kind of fizzes up with the garlic, it's kind of cool. I wasn't expecting that. And then next comes the pepper. And so this marinade is ready to go, so I'm just gonna set it aside for now. And then next we're gonna work with the steak. So the type of steak you use is important in this recipe. I like to use flank steak. The reason I like it is because it cooks up tender. You could use skirt steak. I wouldn't use like a New York or anything like that. Just, if you can, go for the flank steak. I promise you it's worth the buy. So flank steak is interesting. If you notice, it's got a grain in it. You can see the meat fibers run a certain way. To get the tenderness of this meat, you want to cut against that. So let me just show you what I do really quick. I want to get it into bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to cut it this way 2 times just to get those strips. And then here's where I go against the grain. And that's where you cut it into those little bites, and these bites will be perfectly tender. And so you just go through and cut these into strips, and then we're gonna get them in the marinade. We're just gonna pretend that I did that. So after, let me take my gloves off. After I got them in the marinade, I put them in a pan and I brown them, and that's what I have here. We're just put them in the pan, don't overcrowd it, do it in batches. Just put it in the pan, over medium-high heat with some oil, and then just brown them just a little bit on each side, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. And then once you've done that, take them right back out. We're gonna finish that cooking process later. And so what I'm going to do next is that marinade that they were in, we'll just pretend like this is the one, we're gonna put back in the pan. And so that's gonna become our sauce for our steak sandwiches. So put that marinade back in the pan and then let it come to a simmer, let it come to a boil. Now you'll notice when you cook this, that when it comes to that first boil, it's gonna have like a weird foam on top of it. Don't worry about that. It's perfectly normal. And what we wanna do is reduce that. And so that's what I have going on in this pan over here, if you can notice. So this pan used to be mostly full, and now it's kind of reduced down into like a thick, heavy syrup. And that's exactly what we want at this point. So what I'm gonna do now is our steak that I've browned previously, is I'm gonna put right back in that syrup, that thick Dr. Peppery syrup. So it's kind of cool because it's sweet and it's a little bit spicy from the Worcestershire sauce, and it has the soy sauce that makes it savory. And then just let the meat kind of just cook just for a little bit. If you like your meat rare, just leave it in there for maybe 30 seconds. If you like it more well done, let it cook in the liquid for maybe, you know, a good minute or 2. But I like mine on the rare side. So now it's time to assemble our delicious Dr. Pepper sandwiches. I just have these bolio rolls. They're called bolio. You find them at the bakery at your local Smith's. I toasted it a little bit, and I'm gonna put some provolone cheese. And then let's build a sandwich. And like I say, I like mine to be rare, so I don't want it cooking too much. So I'm just gonna put that on there. And that is it. That is a Dr. Pepper steak sandwich, and with some barbecue chips. It's fabulous. You guys, thanks for watching and thanks for shopping. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.